watching WUFT TV News.
Tropical storm Danny is now Hurricane Danny, the first hurricane of the 2015 Atlantic season, and even NASA is keeping an eye on the storm. I'm José Zozaya with the WUFT News Update.
WUFT's José Zozaya was in Miami yesterday evening to watch the announcement. Jose.
Leah, it's natural for a U.S. Senator who's the son of Cuban immigrants, a bartender, and a maid to speak about the American dream. In announcing his bid for the presidency, Marco Rubio also spoke of strengthening families, repealing Obamacare, and restoring American leadership abroad.
Hours after the news leaked, Senator Marco Rubio was welcomed by hundreds in downtown Miami.
He's so relatable. I think people can really see him as not another Washington politician, but a man who really understands what needs to happen. He's really a public servant. He really wants to get the country back to where it needs to be. So I think people are going to see that as he, starts speaking and get out down the campaign.
Some of Rubio's supporters lined up right here in front of Freedom Tower, some even 2 hours before his live announcement, to hear him throw his name into the race for the Republican presidential nomination.
Grounded by the lessons of our history, but inspired by the promise of our future, I announce my candidacy for President of the United States.
I think he's a decent human being that's going to do what's best for the country and not what's best for him.
But some were there to express their disappointment with Rubio, especially for moving to a tougher stand on immigration. When a Senate compromise failed in the House, Rubio retrenched on securing the border first, with no amnesty for those here.
He is not treating undocumented community how it should be treated or represented. As a 2016 candidate, he is getting what he asked for. He's attacking our community, and we're coming for him.
Rubio says he's uniquely qualified to speak to a younger generation and to speak about the American dream.
We must change the decisions we are making by changing the people who are making them.
Rubio joins two other freshman senators in the race, Ted Cruz and Rand Paul. The GOP field is expected to grow to include some current and former governors, including Rubio mentor Jeb Bush. But yesterday, Rubio singled out Democrat Hillary Clinton, referring to her as, quote, a leader from yesterday, trying to take us back to yesterday.
Now, Marco Rubio could run for re-election as well, but says he's all in for the presidency and ruling out the Senate, so the best GOP candidates can come forward in the Senate race. Rand Paul is in the same boat in Kentucky, even worse because of a state law banning names from appearing more than once on the same ballot. But Paul is exploring a variety of ways to keep a Senate bid as a backstop. Ted Cruz doesn't have this problem because his Senate term doesn't expire until 2018. Reporting live from the newsroom, José Zozaya, WUFT News.
WUFT's José Zozaya joins us now with the latest political news. Jose?
Well, Sarah Molly, Senate leaders are still working to address the potential loss of funding to the Department of Homeland Security. This effort follows a Senate vote Monday evening that failed to advance a bill to fund the department.
And every Tuesday, we like to dig deeper into political news. WUFT's José Zozaya joins us with the latest.
Molly, Caitlin, let's get right to the big announcement. Rand Paul decided he is going to run for president in 2016. And a poll of Florida and other battleground states shows Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump as clear early frontrunners for their party nominations. The Quinnipiac University survey found Clinton leading Bernie Sanders by more than 20 points, but Democrats in Florida give Joe Biden a better favorable rating than Clinton. Biden also leads Donald Trump when matched up against him, but Trump now leads the Republican pack here in Florida, ahead of home state candidates Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio. Sarah, Molly, there's big news nationally and overseas, but we don't want to overlook Gainesville spring election. This spring, there are 2 city commission seats on the ballot, one for District 1, the other for an at-large seat. WFT's Samantha Sosa joins us live from the Supervisor of Elections office in downtown Gainesville. Samantha, what have you noticed while out in the field? All right, thank you, Samantha. We'll have more election coverage coming up on WFT News at 6.